Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm Jeff Howard, and I've got Daniel Padulo on Zoom with me. Hey, Daniel.
What's up, Jeff?
I'm good. It's good to see you. You were on this podcast. I'm just going to jump right into your intro. You wrote, directed, starred in, and produced the short film A Haunted Bushwick, which, if someone's listening to this once it's been released, just go to the show notes and click on the link that takes you where you can watch it. Fucking hilarious movie. Great comedy. In fact, at Sherman Oaks Film Festival, we did the LA premiere at Sherman Oaks Film Festival in December of 2025. And you took home the Filmmakers Award for Outstanding Screenplay of a Short Comedy for you as the person who wrote A Haunted Bushwick. Fucking hilarious. I'll tell everyone listening, I've seen it probably 4 times now. Each time I see it, it's funnier. And, you know, I think we all know that there's comedies, right? The comedies we grew up on that we could watch over and over and over. You know, and then there's comedies you watch, and then the second time you watch it, you're like, oh, I guess my first impression wasn't. So anyway, that's my endorsement of your film, A Haunted Bushwick. People should watch it. And if people want to get to know you better, listen to the podcast before this one in the podcast feed, because that is an interview with you. Whereas this podcast is going to be what we call a 4 questions podcast, which means you will be answering, name 3 films that you love, just 3 favorites. Name a film you consider underrated, a film you consider overrated, and finally a lesser known film for people to seek out. I think, you know, first of all, film people love to talk about film, and you get to know someone when you find out what their favorites are and what they think is overrated, right? It's kind of a fun insight. Like, Laura knows if someone's favorite is if someone's, you know, if you agree on a favorite film with somebody, you're like, okay, this is actually, we're going to get along all right. So,
Yeah,
you want to jump right into question 1 and name 3 films you love?
absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, there's a million films, but the 3 films I absolutely love are Lord of the Rings 1, 2, and 3. The Fellowship, The Two Towers, and Return of the King. God damn it, I can watch those. I do watch them once every year. Man, so good. Aragorn is my king.
And now I have a key. By the way, I'm with you. They're fucking perfect.
I
But I'm
love
going to
them.
ask, when you rewatch, so you're someone who rewatches them. I haven't watched them again for a while, but do you do theatrical version or extended?
Oh, come on. You gotta ask that
I
question,
gotta
dude.
ask.
Come on. Extended 12 hours of
Extended.
footage every time once a year. I have to do it.
Extended.
I have
Three
to.
4-hour films is what you're
That's
watching.
right. 3 4-hour films, and I love every minute of it. I don't ever watch any other 4-hour films back to back like that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I will share that for some reason I developed a tradition when those films came out. Happened to be in Vegas at Christmas time because they always came out in December, I recall. And I saw all 3 of them for the first time at like an IMAX in Vegas or something like that.
Nice. I've yet
Yeah.
to see him in a theater.
Yeah, yeah, you were a little young for it, huh?
Yeah, I saw Return of the King, but I was a little young and I was like, I don't get it. I'm bored, you know? And I got older and I watched it and I was like, oh my God, it's amazing.
It's an amazing achievement. It really is. It really
Yeah,
is. Just a cinematic achievement.
it is.
I won't even make you pick a favorite of those 3. So do you want those to be all 3 or all 3 a single piece of?
Okay, if we can make it a single piece, I'll talk about more.
Of course, give
Okay,
give me 2 more.
cool. So Lord of the Rings trilogy, Liar Liar, but with Jim Carrey. Fucking love that movie. It is so funny. And Remember the Titans. I think I can quote every line of that movie, Remember the Titans. Disney movie. It's old, made a long time ago, but man, I love that movie. Left side, strong side. I could quote everything in that movie. So I love Liar Liar. Jim Carrey is so damn funny, and I love Remember the Titans. Everyone's performance is great. Those are movies. Those are like my comfort movies. I like those a lot.
And you know what? I'll just say for those who haven't heard the interview, I happen to know from the interview podcast that you're working on a sports related film and
Yes,
your first film was a comedy, and here you named Liar Liar, which is one of the best comedies possible, like
yes.
super smart comedy. And Remember the Titans is a kick-ass sports film. So there you go. I get
Yeah,
it.
that's a good point. Yeah,
I
connect.
feel
It
I
all
feel
comes
the
full
connection.
circle.
There you go. All right. Well, you want to name a film you consider underrated?
Underrated? Yeah, Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. I like it. The first Ice Age, obviously the best one. But I actually liked Ice Age 2. I thought it was a really good film. So I think that's an underrated film. I feel like only the first one got a lot of love. I think the second one's a really solid movie, man. It's good.
It is really good. I mean,
You
it's
didn't
just
have to see, everyone just sees the first one, whatever, and then it tapers off. But the second one was a good made film, man.
no, they were both great. I mean, I was laughing because I mean, I watched those because we got a kid who's a college freshman now. So when she was little,
You were one,
oh,
yeah.
we watched a lot of Ice Age because man, that
Yeah.
that little dude, and he got his own TV series or something, right? Something they
Yeah, I
spun
think he
off for a
did. I
little
mean,
bit. So
after the first and second one, I kind of, it is, I don't know what they're doing now. But everyone talks about the first one, it's a classic, but I think the second one is a classic, man.
there you go. There
It's
you
also
go.
a classic.
Excellent. All right. Well, question three is an overrated movie.
Avatar.
The first one.
Avatar. Yeah, and the second one, to be honest, I don't know, man. I don't get it. It looks amazing. It looks amazing, and the story itself, I just can't really get behind. I think it's a little overrated. I think people probably get captured by how amazing and big it is. But I don't know. I don't think
You know, I also think
not
it
into it,
might
man.
not,
Not into it.
I'm going to sound like an old man again, which is, time. Like some things hold up over time. And like as someone who has raised a kid, like there's been lots of times I'm like, oh, you got to see this. It's great. And then we sit down and watch it, and I have to turn to her and go, you want to stop? Because this is not as good as I remember. Like it's
Yeah.
really weird. Like when Avatar first came out, I admit I was kind of impressed with when it first hit theaters.
Yep.
And then yeah, over time it does the amazement of the visuals don't make up for. I mean,
Yeah.
there's
And then
parts of the
look, if you
story that
enjoy
I'm
it,
happy to
that's fine.
defend, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're horrible. I mean, if you enjoy it, it's great.
yeah,
It's
no, it's
just
just
it's not my thing. It's not my thing. That's it.
not. You know what? I appreciate that because that's what I make a point, especially considering the jury I'm on and stuff. Like I make a point of saying like I never say something's bad. I just say it's not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Lord knows there's something for everybody.
Oh, my camera went full blurry there. There we go.
It
We're
did.
focused.
Interesting. Yeah, laptop
I'm
issues.
moving around too much, dude.
You know, the funny thing is, here we are. I think we both talk with our hands, and here we are just doing an audio
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm
But
telling you,
anyhow,
I talk too much with my hands.
all right. Oh man, it kills me. Actually, well, anyway, let's just say if you moderate Q&As at a film festival and then you watch the video and you see I got to learn to move my hands less. But anyway, one last question, which is a lesser known film for people to seek out.
A lesser known film is A Night at the Opera by the Marx Brothers. I'm a big fan of the Marx Brothers. I mean, they're super old. I mean, we're talking, for those of you who don't know, if you're watching this, we're talking like early 1900s comedy here, I mean, they were born late, like 1800s, I think. So, it's old. So it's very dated. Okay. It's very dated, but there's a specific movie, Night at the Opera. And man, it cracks me up, the physical comedy they do in that movie. I fucking love it, you know? They were so witty, and they were really good. So yeah, I guarantee no one knows about it. It's movie's like 100 years old, so I don't think anyone is aware that it exists anymore. But I think it's a solid movie, man. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh man, the Marx Brothers are like the greatest, greatest. It's very funny because like I grew up. So if you grew up in the 70s, like it was on TV all the time with commercials. So I got to see it. But yeah, the Marx Brothers are just insanely brilliant. Just insanely brilliant. So I mean, here it was slapsticky comedy, but super smart, super
Yeah,
great
Groucho
characters.
was super witty. Yeah, I liked it a lot, man. I think it's an underrated film. If you're into comedy, check it out. Might make you laugh a little.
Absolutely, yeah. If somebody hasn't seen it, they should definitely
Yeah.
dive in. And that's right. Oh my God, like here you are saying it's 100 years old, and I'm thinking it can't be that old. But 1935. So it's
1935. That's close to 100, man.
dude, that's why am I failing to do the math? Yeah, that
It's like 90 something. I'm not
91
doing the
years
math.
ago. It came out 91 years ago. And it's still funny today. God, that says something.
Yeah, that's insane.
Absolutely. All right. I will not go on and on about the Marx Brothers, but I hope the people who if someone listens to this and watches A Night at the Opera, just dive into the Marx Brothers catalog, man. Just dive in because just brilliant. Just brilliant. The greatest. All right. I'll wrap us up. First of all, everybody should check out the links in the show notes so you can check out Daniel Padulo's. Like, if you want, we can put in your social media link, all kinds of stuff. You know,
Yeah,
we'll
on the
put in
social
links so
media.
that people can check out you and your work. They should also check out your film A Haunt in Bushwick, if and when it's. Oh, damn! You know, obviously you can tell now. I like to make connections.
Go for it.
Well, you love A Night at the Opera, and you wrote a film called A Haunt in Bushwick.
You're connecting all these dots in my life I never knew existed, man. This is nuts.
Is that funny? But look,
It's
but I
nuts.
also think that's like. By the way, I'm going to throw you one last compliment about A Haunt in Bushwick, which is as a film festival runner who is on the selection jury and between two festivals, I joke I start like 1,600 films a year. I start. I don't finish all 1,600, but I definitely start watching them all. You know, some make me stop, but it's on them to make me keep
Some make me
watching.
stop.
They make you stop, man.
I'm
But
done. I'm done for the day. I'm done.
but I might joke with my wife when she's watching with me if the title of a film matters. I would bet there's never been. If I go on IMDb and type in A Haunt in Bushwick, there's one. Just saying. There you go.
Fair enough. That's a good point. Yeah, I remember it took me a little bit to come up with the title. I was working through a couple, so thanks for pointing that out, man. I appreciate it.
Somewhere in the
Right
back
on,
of
man.
that mind of the human mind, you were like, yeah, I love. You didn't even think of A Night at the Opera. It's just there's something poetic about a blanket blank. All right. So anyway, everyone should click those links, check out you and your film, and if you want to learn more about this podcast, go to discoverindie.film.com on the web, on social media. It's always at DIFwins. If you go to discoverindie.film.org, that is actually the nonprofit that runs the film festival where we did the LA premiere of, it's funny, I almost said A Night at the Opera, A Haunted Bushwick, but we did not obviously get to premiere the Marx Brothers film from 1935. But so go to discoverindie.film.org to learn more about the Sherman Oaks Film Festival and Film Invasion Los Angeles. They're both ranked in the top 100 best reviewed worldwide out of 14,000 festivals. Just gotta add that in, and pretty soon their cousin in South America, Film Invasion Lima in Peru, will hopefully join them on that list. So anyway, that is what I had to say. I'm gonna thank you again, Daniel, for taking the time and hopping on the podcast,
Thanks for having me, Jeff. Appreciate it, man.
and I'm gonna thank everyone for listening.